The Hamilton-Oshawa Port Authority, they look after the fourth busiest port in our country, having moved 11 tons last year alone. They have some exciting projects in the works. Tell us more about it. It's the VP of Corporate Affairs, Larissa Fenn. Larissa, nice to have you in studio. It's been quite some time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, listen, lots has been going on, of course. We know what's happening down south and the impacts that are going to have in Canada, specifically here to Hamilton. We have the airport, we have the borders, and of course we have the port. Talk to us about what's the feeling down around HOPA right now, as you're kind of in downtime right now, getting ready for the spring launch. What are some discussions?
Well, we are watching it very closely, obviously, and some of the sectors that we are watching, obviously, the steel sector. Hamilton's a steel town, and the Port of Hamilton has been a steel port for more than 100 years. Mm-hmm. Still, about half of our cargo is either connected to steel making or processed steel, and so we're really concerned about, the impacts on our customers, those in the manufacturing supply chains around automotive, manufacturing of white goods and machinery. Mm-hmm. So we are concerned that we will see that impact. It may back up to the cargoes coming through the port, but the jobs that are connected to those manufacturing sectors are really important to this region.
Of course. Is there a way that HOPA can look at creating and building new partnerships to kind of maybe help offset or even just bring in new partners for the future and, hey, put a spin on this, a positive spin?
Yeah, I think diversification is the key, as you've heard lots of business people and economists and government leaders say. We really do need to look at our supply chains and make sure that we are enhancing both our interprovincial trade as well as our overseas trade. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely something that we are going to be looking at, being part of those Team Canada trade missions and that sort of thing to foster those better international connections.
I know steel is a huge part, and aluminum, but there is also grains and other goods that come back and forth. Those will also somehow be affected, I would think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. About a third. Through the 2024 season, we were up to just over a third of our commodities being connected to that agri-food sector. Mm-hmm. The bright spot is that Ontario-grown grains tend to be exported overseas, so that's already a diversified global supply chain. Right. But where I think we are exposed and where we have some concerns again for our customers is around the food processing sector. The port obviously has investments in flour milling, sugar refining, food oils. All of that goes into a $1 billion food manufacturing sector in the Hamilton region, and those folks do export to some extent, a lot of them to the United States, and so those again we are going to be looking for new opportunities to diversify those supply chains within Canada and overseas.
We're seeing some great B-roll here regarding what's happening down at HOPA there. In regards to the infrastructure, what are some investments that you are making to help things move more seamlessly?
We should see the new flour mill at Parrish and Heimbecker, the expanded flour mill, come online this year, as well as the sugar refinery down at Pier 15, what will be the biggest sugar refinery in Canada when it's complete. Both of those we expect to see come to completion before the end of the year. And we are also sort of waiting, speaking of what we can do to enable trade, we are waiting for CBSA, Canada Border Services, approval on an already built rail transload facility on the footprint of the former Stelco property that is ready to go and could, we think, do very good things to enable trade, to save businesses money and make Canadian trade more efficient.
That's wonderful. Is that part of the Pier 18 infrastructure build, or is that something different?
That it's located at Pier 18.
It is located at Pier 18. Canadian Agricultural Day, it was a few days ago. Talk to us about HOPA's relationship and the importance of that day and commemorating and talking about it.
Yeah, we were happy to be part of Canada Agriculture Day. We have so many amazing partners, more than a dozen agri-food companies located at the port. As I say, it is a billion-dollar industry in Hamilton alone, and 1 in 9 jobs in Ontario are connected to that agri-food sector. So we are doing everything we can to make sure that it is a strong and robust sector. And you know, when it comes to building those international markets, one of the things that I think that we can really lean into is the fact that Canada has an amazing brand for food quality and reliability. And when we're going out to open new markets and to meet new customers, you know, the Canada brand carries us a long way. We should really be championing that and putting that face forward, because it really does serve us well.
Well, it talks to what a lot of the premiers and our Prime Minister have even been talking about, how we as Canadians, we now have to galvanize and forge together to be strong, to overcome what might ever, you know, potentially happen or not happen. But it's a good reminder, we are Canadians, we're in this together.
Yeah, absolutely.
In regards to, we're down into the slower months right now in the winter. However, spring's just around the corner. Randall Reef, some projects are going on down there. Talk to us about those steps and Randall Reef.
Yeah, we're coming to the end of towards the end of the Randall Reef project, which has been a long time coming. $130+ million project with multiple partners at multiple levels of government. And when it's complete, so they're getting to the final capping stages now, and then the final surfacing will go on. And when it's complete, it will be usable as a usable cargo facility. One of the things it'll be used for is to unload sugar for the new sugar refinery that will be finished right adjacent to it. So that's great timing and a great use of that new cargo facility. But I think more than anything else, Hamiltonians should just celebrate the completion of that project and what it does for the environment. It will help us take Hamilton Harbour off that list of Great Lakes pollution hotspots, and it's a real reason for all of us to celebrate.
It certainly is, and as Hamiltonians, you know, when the nicer weather does come, I strongly suggest people should really take a visit down into that neck of the woods to get a real feeling and understanding of the machinery and the work that's involved behind the scenes before something comes to your plate or you're in the car driving it. It truly is remarkable, but it's like a well-oiled engine down there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have places where you can sort of come in and look and see the machinery of the port. At Pier 8 offers a great view. We have a lookout platform down at the foot of Hilliard Street that can give you a look at the Ontario shipyards process. And Fisherman's Pier is coming along as a project. We hope to have those piers open over the course of this season too, so that people can come and watch the big ships come in.
Well, that sounds exciting. Kind of be able to give them some more lookout areas and just be a little more safer, a little more comfortable, I guess?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff that is going on for you, Larissa, and of course the folks down at HOPA. And as we continue on, I guess we don't know what's going to be happening down south, but we just have to deal with what comes with us. And you guys are being as proactive as you can.
Yes, thank you very much.